Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I'm not sure if my. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I'm not sure if my signal is the greatest. You know what I'm talking about? Got like one bar. But, I just came through to encourage you. By in real time, encouraging myself in front of all that may be able to find this live. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you for being you. I appreciate everything that you've been through in order for you to be able to arrive at this moment in time. You know what I mean? Recognize that what you accept about you becomes your reality. I'm going to say that again. What you accept about you, Becky, becomes your reality. Valerie, this is what becomes your reality. You know what I'm saying? 1 second, let me put this do not disturb on real quick. Big dog, what it is though? Reality. You know what I'm saying? 1 second, let me put this do not disturb on real quick. Big dog, what it is though? Whatever you accept about you becomes your reality. So, that being said, you already won. Let me speak that into your life. You have already won before the war has begun. Through what? Preparation. You know what I'm saying? You have been prepared for this moment. You was born through labor. You feel me? Somebody had to labor for you to just even get here. Somebody had to go through a certain level of pain. You know what I'm saying? For you to get here. Not to mention, okay, on this realm, we go through pain in order for things to change. We go through pain in order for us to access the things that allow for us to have a gain in this life. You know what I'm saying? We go through strong gains by way of pain. And if you know anything about experiencing pain, shoot, especially when you're working out, Mika, man, pain ain't nothing but weakness leaving the body. I'll say that again, pain ain't nothing but weakness leaving the body. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. It might feel like a distraction. It might feel like I'm even detracting by even having a conversation about it. Recently, all right, appreciate that love, my G. We are not the same. Appreciate that love. Recently, certain things was irritating my spirit, But I recognize through irritation, you know what I'm saying, the disruptive nature of things that irritate us. It's important for certain things to get our attention in order for us to even change, in order for us to even want to change. So it's a good thing when things start to get your attention for you to be like, you know what, what's this about? You know what I mean? Now, loud sounds, you know what I mean, tend to be something that tend to make me irritated. And in this moment, I'm recognizing, like, since I was a babe, you know what I mean, these were things that irritated me. As my mother, when I was in the womb, she didn't care too much for loud sounds. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times on the other end, appreciate them likes, on the other end of loud sounds is danger. You know what I mean? And while she trying to protect me in the womb, you feel me? The last thing she want to do is endanger me. While I was in the womb, it wasn't that much light, Yako. It wasn't that much light. So given that it wasn't that much light, I tend to be, we tend to be irritated a little bit by the light. But let's deal with that. You know what I'm saying? These loud sounds in our life, in order for vibration to break, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, in order for you to feel vibration or hear vibration, it has to be a loud sound. It comes in the form of a loud sound. I have to remind myself that irritation, is nothing but getting my attention to recognize the ways of life. And too often, you know what I'm saying, we done been talked out of the ways of life. We find ourselves going to go get help in these different facilities for things that are, trying to get our attention. You know what I mean? We want them to give us certain things in order for us to not feel the irritation, for us to not be able to heal what's irritating us. And sometimes just the healing process is just recognizing it. You know what I mean? And from there, recognizing that, guess what? If I be present in the moment for real, I really ain't in danger. I know that. And now that I know that I'm not in danger, the next time that I hear these loud sounds or I experience these bright lights, I can recognize that I am vibration. I am a bright light. You feel me? That's electromagnetism. So, again, I'm going to stop being irritated by these loud sounds. You feel me? I'm going to stop avoiding the light and recognize that I'm one with the light. You feel me? And in that time that I do that, or any time that I do that, I experience great joy, knowing that I am protected. You know, we find ourselves in a state of fear when we don't recognize that we are protected, when we don't recognize the energy that we are and that we can make an effect with. So, be loud, y'all. Be loud in the sense of, raising positive vibes. Be loud in the sense of being yourself. And watch and see, don't you be a light or a beacon to somebody else. When I'm getting on these lives, it's not because I'm like, man, look at me. Like, I'm so great and you're not. But I know that if I'm able to somehow suffer in real time, somehow endure the pain of discomfort that comes from, taking center stage, you know what I mean? After a while, you know what? It's not as painful. It's not as uncomfortable as it used to be. And then I recognize no matter what comes to me, no matter what I go through, you feel me? I can develop in such a way that this thing would be for my greater good. Meaning, hey, if I reframe that thing, if I go from being triggered by these loud sounds to being so focused and disciplined to do what I know to be a profound change that's taking place within me. Growth is change too. Growth is definitely a level of change. And, I'm recognizing that as I'm speaking right now, and with the conviction and the affirming nature that I have in this moment, I'm able to, in turn, strengthen my voice. Something that, I've been asking for so long. Like, I be talking to people and sometimes I'm like, darn, can they hear me? You know what I'm saying? But I recognize the reason why a lot of times they can't hear me is because I've lost conviction in why I feel like I matter, why I know that I matter. So in turn, I begin to lessen myself. I begin to downsize myself in such a way that now takes away from me amplifying the energy that is me. It's so off from me amplifying the energy that is me. It's so off. My bad, guys and girls. That was my alarm to remind me to do what I'm doing now. So to know that I'm ahead of time, but recognizing that, as I begin to become sure of myself, my energy is amplified. I begin to speak up. Also, the things that I don't say begin to show up in my life. You feel me? To the point I know we not the same. I know that ain't my kinfolk. Hold up. Hold up. Man, if that's who I think it is, bro, I was just thinking about you the other day. Oh my God, I love you, bro. Love you, fam. Love you, fam. I began to recognize that I am amplified. I love you, bro. Appreciate you checking on your brother. You hear me? Yako, I've been thinking about you too as well, Queen, and I'm so glad that we still in our connection, because we to be reassured of the greatness that truly is us, reassured that we must amplify our energy, meaning we must increase our energy daily by being reassured that you are the greatness you've been seeking this whole time, baby. Been seeking this whole time, baby. And I say baby because all of this shit started when we was babies. Since the moment we came into Inception on this rim, we've been programmed to downsize ourselves. The moment we came into Inception on this rim, we've been programmed to downsize ourselves by people that we seen as a part of ourselves. That, hey, there's a part of ourselves that's, separate, so to speak. As much as we are separate, we are one. They playing with my son. He back. I know he coming back. I know he coming. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can. He back. I know he coming back. I know he coming. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Am I coming through? Am I coming through? Am I coming through, family? Because I can't see my screen right now. Can't see my screen right now. Man, Laura. Oh, Lord. I'm gonna play with my... Hold up. Said I wanna want to you. We getting there. Yeah, I'm hold up. Hold up. Hold out. While we getting there, I need y'all to envision the greatness that is you. You know what I'm saying? Hold to that vision. Appreciate you, bro, hanging in there. Appreciate you, bro, hanging in there. We almost there. We almost there. We almost there. Said I wanna run to you. Let me tuck this chain in. That motherfucker is loud. Let's see. Guess I'm getting my run in today, whether I like it or not, huh? Might not have been playing, but we here now. Whew. We back. Okay. Laura, how you doing, loved one? Know that you are the greatness you've been seeking this whole time. Within you is the goal. If you would just take the time to go find it. Hey, bro, I don't know what everybody into, but I know one thing. With all the things that I've been through, one thing I didn't do is let it kill my message. You know what I'm saying? The message of, hey, as sure as I suffer in front of you guys, as sure as I work through my pain and refrain from the need to complain or the desires to complain, I'm able to in turn maintain my peace in such a way that everything that come my way, everything that happened to me, it only amplifies me. Because I recognize it's just not another opportunity for me to exercise the greatness that is truly me. How we looking on the signal, y'all? How we looking? How we coming through? It's just another opportunity for me to express the greatness that's truly me. The greatness that is truly us. All right, that's what I'm talking about, big dog. The greatness that is truly us. To the point now I no longer run from the pain. I no longer run from the things that come in my life as obstacles. But I see them as an opportunity for me to once again rise to the occasion. Show forth my greatness. You don't got no time to be playing yourself down, playing around. But even with that, I need you to know now that it all starts in the mental. This is a mental universe. So if I can get it through your head, then all these things that are being said will allow for you to be able to play it how you need to play, no matter what come. I felt like people left me out to dry. You know what I'm saying? I felt like people tried to leave me to die. But what I found out by and by is, hey, everything that happened to me in life led to me recognizing how much life is truly in me, how much life is truly around me, to the point that nobody can take me out of my spot. Even when they try to, and I feel like I'm flying high. Next thing you know, they trying to down me. You feel me? All they do is ground me, put me at one with the vibration that is under my feet. And guess what they say? As above, so it be below, right? So once I become one with that vibration that's under my feet, I begin to see that, dang, this whole time, this thing been working out for me. This whole time, all of these things, this whole time, all of these things been working in my favor. You feel me? All of these things been working in my favor, to the point that I already know it's greater now and it's gonna be greater later. You feel me? It's greater now and it's gonna be greater later. You feel me? It's greater now and it's gonna be even greater later. As I speak that up on myself. What's up, CEO? If you could, if you would, let's tap that screen. Let these folk know we off in that thing. Let these folk know we off in this. And we came to raise the vibrations in the lives of the people that we come in contact with in such a way that they'll be greater for us coming in contact with each other. If you ever, what's up with it, friend? If you ever want to know if somebody, hey, how you doing? If somebody is for you, the easiest way for you to know that is, huh? Oh, give me 1 second. Wrong remote. A thriller? Murder mystery again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it on this bar, okay?
I don't know how to work this one. I know how to use YouTube though.
Well, just do any of them. Just give me something more. You don't have affinity, so you can't use that.
Okay. Y'all bear with me 1 second, y'all. Hold on.
Where did you come from?
I was on a walk.
Oh.
Murder mystery.
Here?
Huh?
Is what you call Tantang here?
I don't know where he is, honestly.
I see that car and coach me bring her here to go to the doctor's today.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure exactly where he is, honestly speaking. Male stranger offers a horrifying deal. There you go. That's a murder mystery. I'm gonna step on the patio, finish this conversation. What's up, Susie? No problem. 1 second, yeah. I'm almost outside. I need my tea. Well, I don't need nothing. Appreciate them gifts. Appreciate that love, Queen. As I seek to be a blessing to you as well. But listen, everything that comes up on you is sent for you to rise to the occasion. You got this. So no matter what you facing, just like I said about your parents, right? You accepted at one point in time that your mother was a part of you. So no matter what your mother said to you, you know what I'm saying, you believed it wholeheartedly as though it was facts. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, hey, with this. I need for you to recognize that the things about yourself that you've been believing up until now as facts. You so sweet. I appreciate that, love. Everything that you've been believing up until now as facts is the reason why you've been receiving just that. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you've been receiving in your life is based on what you've been believing is your life. So if you don't like it, You know what I'm saying? Take the time to reframe that and refrain, I should say, not refrain from complaining. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know how to do so, make sure y'all pull up on us. You know what I'm saying? Because we always over here giving thanks. You feel me? I'm in the midst of, man, fuck it, I'm going to keep it frank. I'm in the midst of being homeless. You know what I'm saying? But I give thanks in the midst of being homeless that, hey, I'm able to be thankful for the little things. For the little things that add up to be big things. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, no matter what you going through, it's something in that thing that's meant to grow you. It's something in that thing that's meant. What's up with it, Kobe Jordan? Something in that thing that's meant to show you, hey, Kobe, I'm still available. You know what I'm saying? I'll be coming to Nashville again in July. So let's link up, man. Please hit my inbox. I'm gonna screenshot you again so I can reach out to you. But let's get to it. You feel me? Speaking of which, I got a speaking engagement Sunday, y'all. These folks want me to speak for 5 minutes. These folks want me to speak for 5 minutes. But when I say they paying me to do so, I'm like, what? Somebody want to pay little old me to do what I do? You know what I'm saying? But that's the beauty of you stepping in your truth. You feel me? You standing on what you know to be what's necessary for growth. You know what I'm saying? You say you glad they paying me. I'm grateful too. You feel me? I'm grateful too that they paying me. I'm grateful that they seen something in me that allowed for them to say, you know what? I think by way of the expression that is this young man, I think that other people can grow from that. You know what I'm saying? I just had somebody send me an invite. Hopefully that didn't throw my signal off, but I'm grateful that, by way of the things that I go through, I'm able to express myself in such a way that other people can grow from it. And it's the same thing with you. The more you begin to recognize the greatness that is you, you will begin to see through the greatness that is you, things will be provided to you. I'm a communication science. So for me to be allowed to, for one, grow to such a place that I'm able to see myself, I got a lot of friends. I got a lot of family members who didn't make it this far. Like, they were so busy being distracted with the program that a lot of us have been placed in, from the time of birth. People telling you how life work on this earth, how you finna be in for a rude awakening to the point they downsized them. They downsized themselves so much to the point they wasn't able to see who they truly was, Scorpio, baby. And for me to be able to live this long, Queen A, for me to be able to say, you know what, I know what I was put here for. And also I know the gifts that I have in order to me to, utilize this time that I have here. You feel me? I'm able to be like, you know what? No matter what I go through, I can speak my way through it. I can speak life into my situation. Even in my so-called physical silence, I'm able to speak things. What's up with it, Lene? I'm able to speak things within myself to encourage me. I'm also able to recognize that even with those people that I felt like I lost, I'm able to still have communication with them. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm a communication side. I'm still able to have communication with these very same folks to the point that, hey, when they, like, nature even communicates with me. I ain't even play with you. Through all the things that we see, I need for y'all to know. And I'm able to allow for other people to understand that nature is communicating with you. Everything that you see is not by accident. Everything that you see is for a reason. You feel me? It's for a reason. For you to see, hey, you know what? I seen that butterfly today. What butterflies represent? First, listen to your spirit, right? What's the first message that comes across your mind when you see that butterfly? It could be something as simple as, man, that's beautiful. Sometimes it's just meant for you to see the beauty in life. You know what I mean? Then the next thing I would encourage you to do is look up what's the spiritual meaning of butterflies. Look up the history of butterflies. Butterflies are some of the oldest. They have some of the oldest existences on this planet. Butterflies and turtles. You know what I'm saying? And when you think about that, the ways of the butterfly is something that you can truly learn from. Butterflies start off as caterpillars, you feel me? They start off on the ground. You see what I'm saying? For a lot of us, we've been down so long that, we done lost sight of why we was down. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta stay down to come up, right? So the sooner you can appreciate the vibration that's coming to you from this ground or from being down, you feel me? The sooner you can rise. The sooner you can rise to the occasion. And then you can recognize that you're no longer caged in, no matter the situation that you find yourself or what stage you're in. You can free yourself by the way that you see it. Appreciate that love as I seek to be loved by expressing myself as we are truly loved in the purest form. Recognize that again. Okay, you on the ground with it. You getting it up out the mud. Guess what? As above, so below. So as sure as you feel like you will be higher, you know what I'm saying, when you get up off the ground, you know what I'm saying, and you flying above this thing, recognize that, hey, you have that high vibration on the ground too. And the sooner you be able to recognize and appreciate that, the things that happen on the ground will grow you as well, to the point that you can appreciate that. And before you know it, you go through a transformation phase. You know what I'm saying? That moment when you stop doing what you've been doing. What's up with it, Tony? That moment when everything stops, you know what I mean? It might feel like you sick. You know what I'm saying? It might feel like, you know what I mean, you can't get out of bed. But there's something that's changing within you. For a lot of us, man, we again, we so used to taking ourselves out of feeling anything. People tell you get out your feelings. You know what I'm saying? We getting out our feelings so much so that we take things to where we can't feel nothing. But all the while, lace beans, in order for us to heal it, we gotta feel it. You know what I'm saying? In order for us to heal it, we gotta feel it. Appreciate that love, King. So be glad for the moments that you're able to feel, but also give thanks in those moments that you're able to heal, because there's a healing phase that's going on. When people see you looking drained, or you know what I'm saying, you even look in the mirror and you don't recognize yourself, recognize there's a healing going on. Life has a way of balancing itself, even in the midst of us fighting against it. I would tell you right now, be grateful. Stop fighting against that change that's taking place in your life. Embrace it. You know what I'm saying? And if the people in your life didn't speak down to you so much, if the people in your life didn't talk you out of the greatness that was you wouldn't keep on bracing yourself for the impact. Here it is, when we brace ourselves for the impact, we in turn make ourselves rigid. And when you make something rigid, when it's impacted, it shatters. You feel me? But if you are just allow for yourself to breathe, calm your nerves, when you are impacted, you'll immediately see ways in which you can move. It's like everything slows down to the point that you're able to move around in such a way that you cannot be impacted negatively. You know what I'm saying? And even if you are impacted negatively, like I said, life has a way of creating its own balance. So when you are impacted negatively, you are able to see, hold on, oh, that happened for me to be able to see this. Maybe it was for you to see, hey, this how I impacted somebody else. Maybe it was for you to see, like, darn, okay. Because like I told my homie this morning, I said, man, look, I'm used to being the little brother to my sisters, right? So I know when I was a kid, man, I irritated them with just my presence alone. But when you recognize the spirit of irritation, you feel me? It's something on the other side of that. Somebody is triggered because they was focused on something else. Now here it is. You came in to disrupt. So now that I know I have the ability to disrupt, I'm going to disrupt you and point you to you. I'm going to disrupt what you think today is so important that you're not paying attention to you. I'm going to disrupt what you thought was you for you to recognize that you growing to a further understanding of you, that, hey, all that old you, it got to die. Man, look, that old you got to die. For some of my brothers, you know what I'm saying, it took for us to go into that physical cocoon where everybody forgot about you. Everybody that was once there seemed like they just left you behind. But it was all for you to recognize, look, you got this. You got this. Just hang in there. Just hang in there. Let mama and them go on about their business. Let sister and them go on about their business. Because you don't need nobody to worry about you when you already taken care of. When you already, the war is already won through preparation. And we was prepared for this life before we even got here. So use your imagination to keep on imagining yourself triumphing over everything that come up in your life. Because that's what you're doing regardless. Everything that you going through is showing you the greatness that is you, dark-skinned miss. Everything that happens to you. It's for you to recognize the greatness that's truly you. And I'm going to keep telling y'all that. You know, if you ever want to measure out how somebody feel about you, if they really give a darn about you, if the message is coming from a higher source and it's meant to make you a better person, weigh out how they giving you the message. If the message that they giving you is pointing to them, oh, look at me, puffing themselves up, oh, that's what it is. It's all about them. But if the message they giving you is pointing you back to you and saying, man, look, the things that I do, you will do greater. The greatness that you see in me, you are even greater. Meaning, to me, the reason why you are even greater, because we understand greatness. I'm going to say that again. We understand greatness by way of our interactions with it. But you, guess what? You spend more time with you than anybody. So appreciate that love, King. So with that being said, you will appear even greater to yourself. With that being said, you will appear even greater to yourself. Go another reminder of something I'm already ahead of time on. You will appear greater to yourself because of your understanding of yourself is greater than, I mean, it's greater than any understanding you can get of anybody or anything else. You feel me? You spend the most time with yourself. So as much as you see the greatness in me, the more time you spend with yourself, I promise you, you will behold even greater things about yourself, King Jai, that you can experience about anybody else, Aphrodite. You feel me? So with that being said, you will always appear greater to yourself than, hey, the greatness that you see in anybody else. But life what also still will provide a balance even in that, if you choose to allow for yourself to see greatness in everybody else as you see it in yourself. So as much as I might not know about you, guess what? I apply the greatness of myself to you. I apply the greatness of myself to you when I think about you. When I think like, dang, you know what? Man, Tony is a great individual. When I think, dang, my kinfolk, we are not the same, as an amazing individual. You feel me? But I have to not be selfish in a negative sense, because there's a form of selfishness that must be there. Like I said, life has the way of providing a balance. Like I always wanted to be up under my children. I always wanted to be up under my loved ones. But life had a way of separating us. You know what I'm saying? Life had a way of separating us so I could be able to appreciate me, because I was appreciating them so much so that I was sacrificing myself. You know what I'm saying? And that time it came and went. And when that time came and went, hey, he put distance between me and them. Life put distance between me and them, and it wasn't nothing I or them could do about it. So I don't blame them. I don't blame nobody for my circumstances. If anything, I give thanks in the midst of my circumstances that, yeah, I'm able to recognize what I'm going through and at the same time be blessed by the, the, the trauma or the blessings in disguise. I keep on meeting and running across beautiful people, in a way that allows for me not to be judgmental. If I was so judgmental, bro, some of the beautiful people that I run across, I wouldn't even, man, they wouldn't want nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? But the fact that I'm able to allow for my energy to be expressed in such a way that other people feel like, you know what, I don't mind looking out for that person with what I do have. You know what I'm saying? Because of what I've done for other people. Like, they don't know. But at the same time, life does. Life always keep in scope. A lot of these people don't even realize why they there for me, why they love me, why they understand me in such a way. But I know it's because of the work that I put into myself. It's because I'm not judgmental. And I'm not saying that to boast or brag. These are things to remind myself of just that. You know what I'm saying? I am part of the nothingness, meaning the things that we can't see. The greatness that brought all of this into being so we can experience life. You feel me? We are part of the all. We are part of the all that brings all into life, that creates this experience. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be. You know what I'm saying? We are twofold. I'm a human being. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm part of this physical matter, but at the same time, there's a being There's a greater being that is me. There's a greater knowing that is me. So even when it comes to the physicality, I'm not even caught up in that. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things that I see physically that I'm grateful for, but I know it's so much more to it than that. I give thanks to the things that brought even that into existence, to the point even what I see right now, it doesn't deter me. I'm able to be indifferent in such a way because I know how this thing balances itself out. The war is already won. Now you just gotta give thanks. You feel me? We walking in what our grandparents spoke on. You feel me? And here it is, the things that we're speaking in, our children will walk on. The things that we speak on, our children will walk in. And we might not even see them mountaintops, but because we put forth the effort, they will have. And this works within you. It starts within you. Don't get it twisted. It's not about your job. It's not even about who you are in your family. You know what I'm saying? These children ain't ours. We blessed to bring them through us. But this physical existence for all of us, and each one of us are connected. We see ourselves as separate. So therefore, we can't give thanks in the midst of every effort that takes place. I give thanks for the birds. I give thanks for the grass. I give thanks for all that is. To the point, it's all a blessing to me. It's all a blessing. It's all a blessing. It's all something to be grateful for. It's so many people focused on the tangible things that they don't realize that they mentally throwed off. That's why they can't even have nothing. That's why they can't maintain nothing. And even when things change and you recognize that you can't keep stuff, you can't control that. Like the stuff that we trying to control, it don't even work like that in this existence. We trying to hold on to things. That ain't how life work here. Everything changes here. Everything changes. So the things that you trying to control, guess what? Life got a way of trying to show you, hey, you can't control that. You can't even control your thoughts. But the beauty and the sign of your spiritual growth is your recovery time. Not that you're not going to do anything that seems like off the beaten path. Not that you never going to have a moment that you seeing like you're not present in the moment. But the speed in which you get back to being present in the moment shows your growth. Shows your spiritual enlightenment. You got this, champ. Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop it. Stop it. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nothing you can't accomplish. I'm going to say that again. It's not, Jazz. It's not the fact that you go through stuff that signifies that you ain't growing spiritually. But it's the recovery time in which you experience when you do go through these things. Man, it's the fact that you even notice. And when you notice this, from this standpoint, don't be so hard on yourself that you talking crazy. You talking crazy to yourself for experiencing life. Man, part of this life is being human. You feel me? But the sooner you recognize that you're more than just human, that's the spiritual awareness that you need in order to continue doing what you need to be doing. That being said, family, I love you as myself, and it ain't nothing you can do about it, as we are one. And I'm so glad we in connection. Speaking of which, kinfolk, let's make sure we got a good connection on each other. I'm gonna need 2 points of contact, bro. You know exactly what I'm talking to. Hey, and for my sisters out there, you know what I'm saying, that's spiritually connected to me on that, you know what I mean, on that godly level, you know what I'm saying, on that higher source level, on that higher understanding level, you feel me? See how I say higher and understanding? The all that is. And find yourself in the balance and become indifferent to the things that you go through, man. Peace within, peace out. And I know you about to have a lovely day. Cause look how we started it out.